Joe has exceeded any expectation that anybody's had. It's just the stories that he tells and the authenticity that he tells them in is so real because he's met the patients. He's read the stories. He serves on the board, so he knows the numbers. He's seen the sad side of financial toxicity, but he's seen the beautiful side of when communities come together and support patients that are in need.
We all pretty much have the same role, and it's kind of speaking the gospel of the Joe Andruzzi Foundation and getting people to understand, what we do, who we serve, what our mission is. So that's the most important thing, is getting the word out and trying to have people understand that we're here to raise money for folks that have financial toxicity in their families and in their everyday lives.
Ashley and her team and One Mission are game changers by far. What was a friendship grew into a true partnership, and what One Mission has done this year for pediatric patients is huge and is game changing. To date, I would say in 2020 we have already given out, we're close to 75 grants between the two programs. That's huge.
We like this partnership so much because it takes that burden off of them. And they already have so much other stuff going on that if we can just alleviate some of the stress, then we know that they're able to be a little bit more present for their children.
When, a global philanthropy day announced that they were going to do something earlier, we went to Ted and said, hey, Bob's Discount Furniture has been our Giving Tuesday partner for years now, and you've been a matching gift donor. What do you think about, can we up the game this year? And that was really hard because the stores were closed at the time of the ask, right? But, he didn't even have to think about it. He was just like, absolutely.
I was the chair of the board of Boston Medical Center for many years. And I saw firsthand the direct impact they had on a lot of families, and when people get sick and they're in the hospital and they're stretching to find that last dollar to pay the rent, having an organization like JAF behind them really, really helps, and I've seen it firsthand.
She took her experience being a cancer patient and knowing what people go through and having to wear a mask when she was a patient, she took that and said, I'm gonna make a difference. And let me tell you, Laura, Rachel, and Daryl have made the difference every single month. I kid you not, they have raised enough money to grant a patient in need. So every month since they started, we've given a grant out, and essentially the funds come from Masks by Laura, and that's, it's beautiful.
It's huge, the hope that they give people, the release of the stress from some of the financial burdens of it, because if you're not mentally prepared to take on all of the treatment for the cancer and you're worrying about other things like the financial part of it, that gets really difficult. So the work that they're doing and just the magnetic energy from them of positive and hope and upbeat, all of that is just so important.
One thing that Carl always talked about was his family, and you could see it. You could see, Robin and Gina through the work that he did, because that passion, if you have it, it comes from home, I do believe. And Carl was able, he opened doors for us all through the years, and he's still opening doors for us, and his fingerprints are all over, even in 2020 with JAF. So, Carl still, again, he lives on. He's going to live on, and he will be a game changer for many years to come.
It really means the world to us. I mean, to both of us, when we read it, we were just so happy, and because I know what it meant to him, and for him to be remembered like this is beautiful. Yeah. And we appreciate it very much.
And
I know he would. I know he's looking down, and I know that he is super happy right now. And
Yeah,
really, it really does mean so much to us.
it does.
Yeah.